Have patience and endure. The course of true love never did run smooth. To be or not to be. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. The stage is set for the quarter-finals. Newcastle v Arsenal tomorrow at 5:25. Borough v Everton Sunday at 12:50. Live and interactive on BBC One and Radio 5 Live. The FA Cup. Great drama from the BBC.
Friday night on BBC One. Stay in for top comedy, Lenny Henry in half an hour. First, brand new, complicated family life for Jasper Carrott, Amira Sayal. It's all about me.
I want to tell you all about me and my family. That's my little sister Kavita, a sort of cross between Bambi and Anne Robinson. Then there's my Auntie Seema. If we went on Family Fortunes, she'd be the awkward one who refused to wave. That's my stepbrother Leo. He's so mad on maths he wanted to go to a fancy dress party as the square root of 98. That's my other stepbrother, Peter. He's okay, but he's in adolescence, so his mind is temporarily close to alterations. That is my mum. During the lottery, if she won, she'd do something practical, like have George Clooney dipped in melted Mars bars and delivered to the back door. And the good-looking one with the wheels is me. Yeah, I know. But you'll get used to it. I had to. And last but not least...
What the heck?
There's my stepdad.
Who left this on the stairs? Who's trying to kill me? Well, you're all agreed on something.
Huh. Let me guess. New Labour? The Euro?
Political correctness?
You're all wrong. There's a greengrocer here being prosecuted for using pounds and ounces. Eh? Meanwhile, down the road, some bloody drug dealers are getting away with a pat on the head. All I'm trying to say is that you're more likely to be arrested for having a pound of potatoes and a gram of marijuana.
What's marijuana?
Can we just have a nice, quiet family breakfast with no arguments for once, please?
World's going mad.
No, Dad. Greengrocers have got to learn. I mean, you give them a centimetre, they'll take a kilometre.
Colin, aren't you going to open your letter from the taxman?
I buy lottery tickets. Why should I pay tax as well?
Seema, who's yours from?
Claudette.
Oh, has she recovered from her little holiday with us?
Look, if someone had warned me Seema had a French exchange student stopping, I would have worn some underpants, okay? It was the middle of the night.
What does shock immense mean?
It means Dad didn't have any pants on.
Oh, thank you.
What for?
These tickets. I used your card.
Tickets for what?
I have got 2 tickets for this Saturday's performance of Romeo and Juliet.
Ooh, that'll be nice. Who are you going with?
I was thinking of taking Colin. It's at the New Art Centre. You said you wanted to see inside it.
I've been inside it. Who do you think laid the concrete flooring?
So, you helped build it. Now see it finished.
I helped build Spaghetti Junction. I don't want to sit in the middle of it on a Saturday night.
Pity.
Anyway, going all the way into town on a Saturday.
Well, you go all the way into town on a Saturday for football. I'm sure you can do the same for Shakespeare.
Football's different.
Why?
I grew up with it.
Somehow I don't see how football and growing up can possibly go together.
Boy, some people like football, some people pretend to like theatre. They're just different.
Yes, that is quite true, yeah. At the theatre, people do tend to read their programmes rather than urinate into them. They don't throw bog rolls at the leading lady. And at the end of the performance, the fans of Romeo don't wait around for the fans of Juliet to give them a good kicking.
Look, the difference between football and theatre is simple. Football is a drama, same as theatre. Except with football, you don't know what's going to happen at the end. Whereas with theatre, you do. It's all written down beforehand. So, there you are. That's why football is better than theatre.
Okay, Dad, so you're saying you don't want to go and see Romeo and Juliet because you know what happens at the end?
Mm-hmm.
So what does happen?
It's obvious. They get married. All right, you lot might think you're all very clever, but I'm going to beat you all to the bathroom.
Oh, he took the paper with him all the ages.
If you could read, it'd be even longer.
Look at the time, come on, we're going to be late again.
So here we all are. Step-brothers, step-sisters, step-mums and step-dads. And they're the only steps I can cope with. But believe me, they need a lot of coping with.
Peter, do you still need to talk?
Raj, I'll be back in a minute.
So are you going to tell him?
I can't, not today.
Why not? He might be very calm about it.
Yeah, he would be calm. He would very calmly put my head in the blender.
Peter, all you have to do is look him in the eye and say,
Dad, I've discussed it with a careers advisor and I've decided I want to become an...
say it, an architect.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm just going to have to tell him something he can accept, like I'm gay.
I don't see what's so wrong with being an architect.
He's a builder. Until I was 7, I thought an architect was a stomach disorder. When he had his ulcer removed, he kept the tissue and sent it through the post to the city planning department.
Perhaps he's mellowed?
Yeah. Who's got that tapped on downstairs?
He hates architects. And site engineers. And town planners.
And southerners, northerners, posh people, scroungers, beggars, gypsies, old...
And the aristocracy, and council tenants, and the middle classes, and big multinational banks. My dad is the only Maoist, non-racist, racist, communist, fascist, socialist, homophobe, liberal in the whole world.
Bloomin' theatre. They wouldn't let you in there. No, they wouldn't. The ramp's got the elbow when the lottery cash run out. Whereas football, they put you lot right in the front. At Birmingham, they could put you in the away goal mouth. Absolutely no chance of being hit by the ball there. Jeez! £10,000?
Is everything all right, Dad?
Yeah. I've sorted Raj for you, okay?
All right, I'll just get his jacket.
Yeah, okay.
What's this? Earl Grey. Smells like my Jerry's pillow after he's been to the barber's. Yes, all right. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd introduce something new into the routine. Oh, dear. Yeah, I've got it bad this morning. Oh, well, look at me, Miriam. What? Look. Everything the same as the last. Get up, school run, work, home, tea, bed, sleep. What about the bit in between bed and sleep? What, worrying about the mortgage? Oh, come on. You and Colin have only been married for 18 months. Marriage isn't the same the second time round. You don't have that drippy newlywed phase where you're still in bed at 12 o'clock dipping your soldiers into each other's soft-boiled eggs. You worry about the crumbs. And the kids. Mind you, he does have his moments. The other night, he beat the dog and duck. Look, if that's some sort of sexual thing, I don't want to know. I'm from Soley Hall. Colin's pub team beat the dog and duck at Skittles. Colin won the deciding game. So when he came home, he was still, buzzing. I expect Victoria Beckham got the same thing when England beat Germany 5-1. We were very reckless. Very reckless.
Sorry to have kept you.
Actually, I'm waiting to see the manager.
I am the manager.
Sorry, I was expecting, a grown-up.
So, Mr. Craddock, what can we do for you?
It's about money.
Then you're in the right place.
I want a loan. I don't need a loan. I'm not desperate or anything.
And what is the purpose of this loan?
It's, I want to build an extension on the house. I mean, I've already built an extension, but I want to put an extension on the extension. The family's grown bigger, you know how it is. Actually, you probably don't, do you? No, but take my word for it, they just get massive, big feet, great big bumbling adolescents all over the place. Acne, attitudes, arguments. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd put them in the shed, but I've got my wife and the NSPCC to think about.
So how much do you think you'd need?
What? Ballpark, give or take a bit. £10,000?
£10,000?
Well,
Right, fine. No problem.
You what?
Usual rates of interest. I'm sure you've studied our leaflet.
What? You mean I can have the money?
Well, yes. You see, you're a homeowner. Homeowners are always welcome. So if you'd just like to sign these two forms.
I just sign these two forms and you give me the money. And I suppose if it all goes pear-shaped and I default, you can take my house off me.
Well, we wouldn't put it quite like that.
But that's what this bit here says. Look, this bit at the bottom.
Actually, I think I'm right in saying that if your loan is above 8,000, you get a free pen and a diary. And of course, with interest rates so low at the moment, there's never been a better time to borrow money.
This is Tony Blair, isn't it?
What?
This free pen and diary routine. He's behind this, isn't he? Encouraging mugs like me to borrow more money off the bank.
Sorry, I really don't follow politics.
Hey, well, I do. He wants ordinary working blokes to get up to the necks in debt, buying PlayStations and CD-ROMs so he can cook the books and make it look like there's no recession. And then, bingo, interest rates go up, the bank takes our house keys off us, and we're shunted to some condemned tower block down the road. And then it's our bloody fault for being irresponsible with our bloody money.
Do you not want the diary?
Why don't you take your diary and shove it up the same hole you talk out of?
Bloody hell.
Billy!
I ain't seen you for years. How's it going?
About the same, you know. You?
Still the same, yeah?
Yeah.
Small world.
Looks pretty big from up here. So
Still go down the blues?
Oh, you still seeing Warsaw?
Yeah, right now and then.
I was going to call you a couple of months ago. I needed a roofer for my new extension.
You built an extension?
Oh, I too, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you remember Sheila?
Yeah.
Well, about 3 years ago, she ran off with someone else, and I got married again to this woman, this Asian woman. She's got a couple of kids of her own and a half-sister, and one of her kids is in a wheelchair, so, like, you know, we needed the space.
Flat roof or tiles? Good choice.
What are you doing?
Meditating. You find a fixed point to stare at and empty your mind.
I do that every night. My fixed point's always the telly. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
No, even with a completely empty mind, I can still engage you in conversation.
Cow.
Pig.
So, what's happening in your adolescence?
You know. Confusion about who I am and who I want to be. Difficulty with my peers. Strange crushes on the oddest people. And a desperate need for chocolate. You?
Just spots. You see, I think girls are more complicated than boys.
If boys are so simple, then why don't I understand them?
You're probably overestimating us. Think bivalve with trousers.
Still, I wish I had a boyfriend.
I wish I had a diploma in architecture. And a girlfriend. Nah.
It's addressed to me and Rod. Who's it from?
Oh. It's Auntie Manisha.
Who's that?
Do you remember that very strange old lady that came to stay with us? We caught her trying to get woman's hour on the electric fire.
Where is she?
Kathmandu. Must be another pilgrimage. Oh, that woman's got more air miles than a snow goose.
What does it say?
It says, Dear Kavita and Raj, the mountains here are very beautiful. Sadly, the food is not good. This is not a problem for me, however, because I left my teeth in a taxi. And I'm living on yogurt and gin. I hope you are keeping up your language and your devotion. All my love to you both. Auntie Manisha.
Why don't we ever see our aunties anymore?
They just take a bit of time getting used to new things.
What new things?
Colin.
He's not new. He's old.
He's a new departure in our family. Somebody who isn't like us. But hopefully, with time, they will come to realise that Colin is really just like any other man.
Where's my bloody boots?
An ignorant pig.
Where's my... And who put them there? I did, yes. Thank you very much.
Are you not going to have any breakfast?
Got some extra work to do.
But you weren't late last night. Are we saving up for something?
Well, you're going to spend all our money on theatre tickets.
Oh, don't worry, Colin. I can always sell yours. I'll set myself up as a tout by the hot dog stand.
No, I'm coming with you. I'll come to the theatre with you if you come to the football with me.
Are you serious?
In fact, we'll all go. We'll make a day out of it. Hey, afternoon, Blues versus Wolves. Evening, Romeo versus Juliet. What do you say?
Yeah! Yeah!
How can it be that with you and with me it could be so right?
It was all very interesting going to a football match, and I did appreciate the thought. But the problem is, I actually don't like football.
Okay. I'm calm. Bloody ridiculous.
Colin, it is forgotten, all right? We all had a wonderful day out.
But it's so stupid.
Those are the rules, Dad. Those are the rules, and that's that. If you are heard shouting racist abuse, you can be ejected from the grounds.
That's the point. I wasn't abusing him because he was black. I was abusing him because he was the referee. That's why you go to the game, to abuse the ref. My dad did it, my granddad did it. That's why you pay 18 quid a ticket.
You got him for free. Said you were Raj's nurse.
That's not the point. Thrown out for abusing the ref. That's why he's there. He's the taxman, the bank manager. If he was ginger, I'd call him Ginger Nut. If he was bald, I'd call him Baldy.
But he was black.
Oh, now, come on, Rapinda.
No, you come on, Colin, you come on. You don't think. You just let your stupid temper get the better of you and it turns you into some kind of animal. And it's not funny, Seema. It is not funny. It's tragic.
Look, I didn't mean anything. It was the blooming ref, for crying out loud.
Yeah, well, referees are people too, you know.
That's debatable.
Right, come on, you. We're going to the theatre.
Well, give us a chance to have a drink.
Oh, you can have a drink at the theatre. Theatre audiences can be trusted with alcohol. This is a very timely visit, Colin. We are going to go and see a play about what happens when two groups of people hate each other for no reason, go and get changed.
Oh, Dad, remember, Romeo's Italian, so don't go calling him a garlic basher.
Colin!
So, what did you think?
Well, yeah. Very good. With all that lottery money, you'd think they'd be able to afford to get him a bigger pair of tights.
Didn't you think it was educational?
It certainly taught me a lesson.
Well, maybe if you'd spent less time staring at the ceiling.
I was checking out O'Keefe's RSJs. Bloody cowboy. They should make the audience wear hard hats.
Colin, did you feel anything? Didn't you find it moving?
I felt the full ceiling move. Look, it was okay.
Just okay?
Well, they got the accent wrong for a start.
What do you mean?
Well, it was written by Shakespeare, right? And Shakespeare was born in Stratford, right?
Right.
Which is just down the road. So Shakespeare would have had a Brummie accent. So Juliet, instead of shouting out, "Romeo, wherefore art thou?" should have been leaning over the walkway of a block of flats, bawling out, "Romeo! Romeo, where the coming hell are you?" I'm right, aren't I? I'm always
right.
Come on, Julie. Give us a kiss.
Do you know what first attracted me to you?
Well, with women, it's usually bums and sense of humour. I'm too thin to have a bum. Too skin to have a sense of humour.
It was all those things hanging off your belt. Remember, you came to fix my boiler, and you had all those tools dangling.
I could wear them in bed if you like. Pipe cutters might chafe a bit.
Showed me that you were practical, solid. You were good at making things. And you are really good at making things. Fountains, loft conversions, extensions, babies.
Talk me through that list again.
And you didn't even give me an estimate.
Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! 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 Thank you!
WM Breakfast Show from Tuesday and tell you what's
Dad, are you humming?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Does that mean you're happy?
Yes. Very happy, actually.
Right. Dad, I've got something that I want to tell you.
And there's something I want to tell you lot.
Well?
But I can't. Rapinda won't let me.
Sorry about that, Raj. Don't know what the matter is with me today. Right. Where were we? Why is it impossible to lie to you? You know when you go to school and I always say, don't forget to wear your cap? Well, I'm pregnant. And there's something I want to ask you.
Where is Rapinda anyway?
I think she's been sick. Isn't that fantastic?
Dad, what has got into you?
Oh, never mind what's got into him. It's what's got into me. Right then, everybody, are you ready for this? I'm pregnant.
Mom, is that the tadpole thing?
Yeah, it's the tadpole thing. Yeah, thank you, Leo, thank you. There is one other thing, and I've spoken to Raj about it, and Raj agrees. Before we all start celebrating, I'm going to have some tests.
Hay fever? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Romeo and Juliet.
So some of it got through that thick skull then?
And the complete works of William Shakespeare. I thought it might, take your mind off things. How did it go at the hospital?
They said I'd have the results by Friday.
And if it's bad news?
Look there. What's gone and what's past help should be past grief.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
All About Me returns next Friday, same time, 8:30 here on BBC One. Next tonight, it's Lenny Henry.
Do demons really exist?
They live amongst us in human guise.
Is there such a thing as pure...